Greetings from Spirit Quest Sedona Retreats, the place for healing, self-growth, and relationship repair. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning and welcome to our podcast. This segment, I'm going to be talking about the topic of emotional eating. It's really a difficult and hard topic for many people. It can be something that's very embarrassing, it can be subtle, and it can be pretty extreme. Eating issues are something that's very, very common. We at Spirit Quest hear all sorts of different disordered eating habits, but I'm going to address emotional eating in this episode and really get into the different facets that I've uncovered and hopefully give you some clarity and insight into why it might be happening and how to release that. So emotional eating is something that I personally struggled with for years, and it took a lot for me to unpack exactly what was going on and why I was doing it and what I actually was needing in that moment. It was really tricky because eating is something that you have to do to be able to stay in your life, and you want to see your food as something that is full of nutrition and is of value and substance. Food is the way we can show ourselves that we honor ourselves, we're investing in our health. Food can also be fun, it can be celebratory, it can be a means of affection, of sharing and connecting and breaking bread, so to speak. So there's a lot of complexities when it comes to food. And so it's all about balance, really, and having a treat from time to time and rewarding yourself with a birthday cake or an ice cream once in a great while is fine. This is really about the people who know that they're emotionally eating. Ways that you can tell if you're an emotional eater is that you eat to disassociate or to numb yourself out. Typically, you're not hungry. So another is that it's out of habit. Maybe every time you get off work, you set your purse down and grab the chips. You're not hungry. It's just something that's very habitual. Another reason for the eating is feeling empty. Another is having that scarcity consciousness, not having enough. Another part of it could be having a treat. So this is indicative of an inner child aspect of the psyche that is wanting a treat, is wanting to not necessarily escape, but did something hard and now there's going to be a treat at the end. And so it's usually something sweet, and it's usually when working really hard or after working hard, I get this treat, this release, something exciting that releases the endorphins. Of course, sugar is highly addictive. And so it's almost coming from this place of a pat on the head, or giving ourselves a good job, a treat. We're getting a treat. And another part of it is a hand to mouth motion of stuffing. So this is stuffing down, putting something literally into our mouths so we're not speaking. It's stuffing down not only our voice, who we are, but it's also swallowing and literally pushing down, suppressing, bringing down instead of bringing up, and opening and verbalizing. It's a stuffing down of the voice or emotion. So if any of those ring true to you, you could be an emotional eater. So it's really important to start really diving into the whys, the where, the trigger behind the eating. So get a journal and start really writing down the why, where, when, how. Start seeing, okay, it's 8:00 p.m. every weeknight. I work very hard. What are the symptoms occurring in your body at that moment? Are you feeling stressed? Are you feeling tired? Are you feeling angry? Are you feeling upset? Is it something that you've done so long it's habitual at this point? And so we grab onto the food. What types of foods are we wanting? Is it a sugary food? Does it have texture? Is it crunchy? Is there a crunch? Is it soft? Is it nutty? Peanut butter? So this might seem silly, but it's really important to really list it all out so you can really get a good glimpse of when it's happening, why or what's occurring in your physical body. Do you have tension? Do you feel sick? So what's occurring in the physical body? Well, how are you feeling in that moment? Tense, irritable, frustrated, sad, anxiety. What's occurring around you? Who's there? Are you alone? Do you look to be alone to do this? Are you able to do this in front of other people? Is there one person in particular that you do it with or alongside, or you do it after you see them? And then really picking into the state of mind. Is there consciousness around this act? Are you consciously knowing that you are emotionally eating at that point? So, and of course at the end of this, we're all wanting to move into a place of acceptance. Acceptance is really where we're taking away the claws out of judgment. We take away the claws out of guilt, shame. We're wanting to really let go of that finger that's pointing and saying, bad girl, you're bad. You emotionally eat or you binge, and the next day it's full of guilt and shame, and then doing something extreme, dieting or working out, and there's all this, looping of guilt and shame. It's very toxic. So what we want to do is bring in empathy, but we'll go into the solutions toward the end of this. I want to really go into the why behind why it could happen. So I'm getting some tips around discovering that. True healing is about you being empowered and knowing that you have the tools. Guidance is beautiful, and that's why we have spirit quests, but it's also about knowing that you are capable, able, and you have such amazing tools within you. All you need to do is be guided. It's almost like walking into a dark cave. All we're doing is giving you a couple flashlights and maybe giving you some means of illumination. And you are the beautiful fortress that this is your life's path, is to open up and to shed light on these many areas and see why. Especially if there's something as huge as an emotional eating symptom, red flag, that's great. We can grab onto that. Let's heal that. And we can release it. Okay. So understanding ourselves, let's talk about a disassociation numbing. So food works great for that. You can pick up the texture. There's lots of sensory aspects going on. You're smelling, feeling. It's a whole sensory kind of plunge. So you're grabbing the food and you're putting it into your mouth. That there is really, that's what's the allure of smoking too. It's that hand-mouth connection. It really gets you out of thinking. So if you're spinning a lot, the food can help to get you to numb out or disassociate. So it's important to see what it's doing for you, so we can see how to better do those things for yourself. Because it's really all about primal needs. When we don't have our needs met, that's when we do silly things. When we don't meet our needs, we reach outside of ourselves for comfort, for support, for trust, for all those things that we're misaligned. We don't want to reach out of ourselves for things. We want to reach inside because we have all the tools, right? We're perfect all by ourselves, and we have everything we need. So if we start right there, we stop running and looking outside of ourselves. We stop disassociating, put it down, put all the things down outside of ourselves, and we close our eyes. And we really start to sink in that honorment of like, why am I running from you? Put your hand on your heart. Why am I running from you? I love you. I want to see and acknowledge you. I can't see and acknowledge you when I'm eating like this. I'm going to give you grace and love and forgiveness and treat you like my best friend. That's a better way of working and getting some awareness around the disassociation and the numbing. But of course, we want to see if that's what you're doing in the first place, so that we can address why you feel like you want to be an escape artist and get out of your mind, get out of your body. Okay. Habit has formed. That's a secondary thing I'd like to talk about. So one thing that's really massive, and we as humans, we like structure, we like routine, we like to predict, right? It gives us some control. We know what's good, and that's why food is so alluring, just like a drug or whatever the addiction is because it works. We know we can go there, it's going to taste the same, have the same consistency and the same results. So once we have a habit that has formed, we will need to break that, and really understanding what the ins and outs are of the habit and why you're doing that. So that's what's so important to really list it all out and understand. And so understanding times of day and exactly what and why the habit has formed. And so probably the best thing to do would be to put in another habit that's better. But we'll talk about that. So important to see, okay, that's just my habit that's formed. We need to break that. Another aspect is the emptiness. So this is a big one. It's really unearthing and uncovering a deep and profound sense of loneliness. Loneliness is really deep. One can feel lonely or feel empty in a room full of family. Feeling alone means feeling misunderstood or abandoned. Having emptiness means that you feel like something's missing. So I've worked with people that they have a sense of emptiness. Emptiness feels better when the stomach is full. So that's a pretty profound thing if you want to really sit with that and think about that. Okay, sense of emptiness. Where's the emptiness in my body? Why am I feeling empty? What's missing? And we'll have another episode about needs so that we can really properly address and assess exactly what primal needs are and how we can identify ours and how we can better support ourselves and identify what's missing, because that's a whole other topic. But I wanted to talk about emptiness because it's something a lot of people feel, and loneliness. So feeling alone means separate from, not being not only just not being seen or acknowledged by others, but it's also being not seen or acknowledged by ourselves. And that's a really important thing when it comes to our self-confidence and self-esteem and our sense of purpose and pride. And that's really what's important too with this topic with emotional eating, because pride and ego, sense of self, authenticity, identity is in the sacral, and that's where your stomach is in the body. So sacral chakra energy point is where the stomach is. So if there's misalignment there with ego, higher self, identity, authentic self, really feeling apart, or feeling connected, in inclusion, then there could be wanting to have a false sense of fullness. False sense of fullness would be stuffing things literally into the body to mimic the feeling of being full or fulfilled. It's a pretty amazing thing to feel fulfilled, really fulfilled. So a couple different things to sit and consider is emptiness, and feeling lonely. Another thing is that the scarcity consciousness is something to really look at, and it's usually in people who grew up with not enough. And so not enough is really sewed into someone's consciousness as they grow. So that's not having enough money, not having enough food, not having enough financial stability and resources, and so that can come through later in life with emotional eating, with not getting enough. Scarcity means I need to grab at whatever I can do, or whatever I can get, and stuff, because there might not be more in the future. So And then the other aspect would be, of course, the treat, getting the treat, inner child work. So the most important thing with inner child work, the way that you can really see that you need to do some work in that aspect, is if your behavior is indicative of a child. So taking that big spiritual observer standpoint and looking down at yourself and think, wow, that's like a 5-year-old. Why am I acting like that? And why do I feel like I need a little treat? And the treat is maybe that's something that needs to be healed deeper in the psyche of the inner child. And I suggest trying to find fun in your life, things that bring you joy and happiness and fulfillment, things that make you, that are fun and feel good, and it's not associated with sugar or with fried chicken or whatever it is. These are things that bring you happiness, where you smile and laugh and joke and have a great time. So last point we're going to talk about with the deeper whys is stuffing down your voice. So are you somebody who swallows how they feel? Are you somebody who swallows their truth and doesn't speak up and say, no, I don't like that. I don't want to. You're not allowed. Are you somebody who doesn't set clear boundaries? Yep. And that could be a reason why you are emotionally eating. So emotionally eating can, like I talked about before, be a literal swallowing down. Yes, you're swallowing the food, but it's also all about energy and mannerisms. And this is a way that you're telling, it's a self-deprecating movement of my voice isn't important. I'm going to stuff my mouth because my voice doesn't matter. And I'm going to stuff it down like I do all my emotions and my voice. So the impact of all these things can be really monumental. It can really affect your health. It can affect your self-esteem. Self-esteem is really all in these subtle moments of how we're building character and we're showing ourselves who we are. And so if we have this secret or we have this shame about the eating, that's not good. So I highly suggest doing inner child work, doing chakra balancing, really getting deeper into identity, releasing a lot, all those emotions and all the stories and really getting more into your body. Another thing emotional eating does is it helps you to disassociate out of your body. If you've had sexual trauma, it's something that can happen from that too. So I definitely recommend doing more somatic based healing for this. So you map it all out, you understand your deeper why. What are you getting from that action? Okay, what are you really needing in that moment? I'm needing fun. I'm needing praise. I'm needing acknowledgement. I'm needing to feel my body finally. I'm needing to feel safe. That's another thing feeling full can do. It can make you feel safe. You've had enough. You're full. You're good. You've gotten that. It's a false way of proving to yourself that you've met your needs, is feeling full. And so also it's about searching for one's purpose, and purpose is about fulfillment. So figure out what you love, figure out who you are, what you love, release the old baggage, release the old shame. If you do it again, smile at yourself and put that hand on the heart and say, you know what, that's okay. It's all right. I'm getting better. I'm getting more awareness. I'm getting more light in my little tunnel. I'm understanding why I'm doing these things, and I'm letting go of the shame and the blame. And I'm going to find my voice. I'm going to sing. I'm going to talk. I'm going to be in balance. I'm going to say no. I'm going to develop good boundaries for myself. I'm going to learn to love my body instead of being at war and critiquing and analyzing and shaming the body. It's almost like being in a love affair, intimate love affair with your body. Loving and touching and caressing and seeing and holding, creating safe space for the body. The body is not in the trauma state any longer, the fight or flight state, so now it's a time of peace and sustainability. There's enough for me. I'm gonna get more, so I don't need to do this time. There's enough fun, there's enough food, there's enough love, there's enough goodness all around for me to fill myself with, that I don't need to do this. Just to wrap up here, I hope you guys got a little something out of this podcast. I know it can be very disheartening and hard, and it's really difficult when you're in it. One thing that really, really helps is hypnotherapy. I find a great hypnotherapist, which we have a couple on staff, and really work through the trigger responses and releasing that from the body. Hypnotherapy is really good. And then do some inner child healing, and then the chakra balancing and the somatic healing work. Breathwork is huge because breathwork elicits the movement of the air. Bringing in air into the body is almost like a declaration of I belong. You're bringing in the air, I belong, I'm here, and then the breathing out is a release. So I am, and then I release. Breathwork's really good. So I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Thank you so much.